Hi everybody, it's Richard here again and welcome to another video. Now I was going to include these records in my next vinyl inbox, but really I have to do a separate video because I got some VCLT and it's from Mike, PC31, the Vinyl Policeman. Now Mike sent me an email saying he'd like to send me a couple of records of a band that he doesn't think I have in my collection, and he was 100% right. Not only did I not have anything by them, but if truth be told, I don't think I've actually ever heard of them. So a package came a few days back and inside were 3 albums by the Comsat Angels. And I thought, right, interesting. Now this is their debut from 1980. The Comsat Angels, I had to look this up because as I say I'd never heard of them, were Stephen Fellows on guitars and vocals, Andy Peake on synth and vocals, Kevin Bacon on bass and Mick Glacier on drums. Now I played this, and this, as I say, is their debut album from 1980, and I was extremely impressed. It's like a post-punk band, but they're actually quite heavy on the bass. Kind of reminds me a little bit of Joe Jackson's Beat Crazy, whenever the song Mad About You is very heavy on the bass, but it is really, really good. And in fact the very first song, Missing in Action, it even reminds me a little bit of, Mike's probably going to kill me here, but if you listen to the start of it, it sounds a little bit like Goodbye My Love by the Glitter Band, but it is really, really good. And I also noticed that on a couple of tracks, the lead singer Steve Fellows, he sounded a little bit like Chris Difford around the Cool for Cats era. I think it's on the song Baby and possibly Monkey Pilot. And now I do like the keyboards in this. Again, they're a little bit like Steve Naive, but they're not too far up in the mix. The bass is probably the one that's mixed the highest, and it does sound really good. Now I have played this album 4 times already and I'm thoroughly enjoying it. I haven't played the next 2 and I'm not going to play the next 2 for a while, and the reason being is I want to know this almost back to front before I go on to the next one. Just a little bit like the old days when you bought an album and you almost played it to death, and then when the new album came out you couldn't wait to hear it, rather than have everything at your fingertips now. So yes, this is great, and this is going back on the turntable again. Thoroughly enjoyed it. It's called, what is it called again? It's called Waiting for a Miracle, the debut album. So excellent, excellent album. Now the second album I'll show, all these are on Polydor and they're on the sort of classic red label. This is the second album from 1981, Sleep No More. This actually charted, it got to number 51. So I'm really looking forward to this, and there's pictures of the guys on the back, and to be honest I don't recognise any of them. So this will be the next one that gets played maybe in a week or two's time. And then the third one, which also charted at a very low 94, from 1982, and this is Fiction. And this one has an inner sleeve, the other 2 don't, but they are all on the classic red Polydor label. So yeah, thanks a million Mike, I really enjoyed that first album and I'm really looking forward to playing these next 2, and I know that if these next 2 are anywhere near as good as the first one, I'll be on Discogs looking for the next albums. Although Mike did say that these 3 albums are their best, so maybe the next ones maybe aren't so good, but really looking forward to it, and a big surprise and a big thank you again. Please subscribe to Mike, PC31, the Vinyl Policeman. Okay, I'm sorry, I can't help doing that. Everybody likes a little bit of bod now and again. Anyone from my age anyway, I've always enjoyed bod. But yeah, well, anyway, that's me for now. And another, again, thanks Mike. And I'll have to get something to you in return. I don't know what yet, but I will. So all the best now, and I hope to have another video quite soon. Bye bye.